Meteorologist Stephen Ray here. Hope all is well with everybody on this Friday evening, Friday afternoon, I should say. And it is getting close to the evening because everybody is really looking at the severe weather potential that we have going on for the day tomorrow. And unfortunately, the Storm Prediction Center has placed a good portion of Mississippi and Alabama under a rare high risk of severe thunderstorms, and that is going to be this area that is under the pink shade that you see right here that runs from Hattiesburg all the way over to Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. So, if you are in the Mississippi area, if you are in Columbus, if you are in Jackson, if you are in Hattiesburg, if you are in Meridian, if you are in Philadelphia, if you are in Scuba, Mississippi, if you are in Kosciuszko, if you are in the areas of Philadelphia, you guys are underneath a high risk of severe weather that will be from tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. And this is going to be a very, very, very nasty and significant event. And this is only the third time in the history of the Storm Prediction Center that they have issued a high risk on day two. And so, as we go in here a little bit closer, I can show you that the threat of severe weather. There you go. There is your high risk for Philadelphia, Jackson, Hattiesburg, Laurel, Meridian, and Columbus, and points in between from 9 a.m. tomorrow until 7 p.m. And in the high risk, strong tornadoes, some violent and long tracked, damaging winds to 70, and extremely large hail. Now, around that, if you were in Natchez, Vicksburg, Brookhaven, Yazoo City, Eupora, and places like that, you guys are underneath the moderate risk with a higher chance and even a higher threat than the tornadoes, likely some strong and long track with damaging winds to 70, and then large hail. And then around that, you've got the enhanced risk that includes Greenwood and Greenville. So once again, this is going to be from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Now, when we move to the state of Alabama, as you can see, the high risk does include the areas of Talladega, Birmingham, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Selma, Utah, Forkland, Demopolis, places like Gordo, Reform, Foster's, Fayette, Jasper, anywhere within those areas, you guys are underneath what is a high risk for the potential of extremely dangerous storms. And there, of course, Fayette, Jasper, Birmingham, Demopolis, Clanton, Selma, all the way over to Anniston and Tuscaloosa. And your threat in the high risk is going to be from noon until 9 p.m. If you were along the 65 corridor, which runs from Birmingham to Clanton to Montgomery, your threat is 2 p.m. until 11 p.m. And then far east Alabama, such as Gadsden, Anniston, Alex City, Montgomery, and Auburn, your threat is 4 p.m. tomorrow until 1 a.m. on Saturday morning. And anybody within the pink shade right there will have the potential for strong, long track tornadoes, large hail up to 2 inches in diameter, and wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour and even higher than that. Now, I do want to mention that this is the wording from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. A tornado outbreak is likely on Saturday across the Central Gulf Coast states and the deep south into the Tennessee Valley. Numerous significant tornadoes, some of which should be long tracked and potentially violent, are expected on Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. The most dangerous tornado threat should begin across eastern Louisiana and Mississippi during the late morning to afternoon hours and then spread across Alabama later in the day into the evening and reach western Georgia and parts of Florida Saturday night. So this is a very, very volatile and nasty situation. But I do want to mention before we get into Saturday, we have a threat of severe weather that is going to be round one, that is going to be this afternoon and this evening, and that is going to be for a good portion of north and eastern Mississippi. That will include the area of Yazoo City, Greenville, Greenwood, Eupora, Columbus, and Starkville. And this time for this afternoon and this evening is going to be 4 p.m. until midnight. And after midnight is when it will move over into the state of Alabama and far eastern Mississippi. And with the storms tonight, they are going to be with the area of concern, and they're going to be the supercell type thunderstorms that will produce tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail, with the greatest confidence of storms being in the enhanced risk area. That is going to be in the orange shade area right here. Then you've got the slight risk back around that, including Philadelphia, Jackson, and Vicksburg. So this is 4 p.m. until midnight tonight. And then, of course, it moves into the eastern portions of Mississippi after midnight, and this will include the areas of Eupora, Columbus, Philadelphia, Meridian, and Laurel, and down to Hattiesburg. And these storms will last until the early morning hours. In the morning, we will get a lull in the action, and then the main event will be coming for the day tomorrow. Now, if you were over in the state of Alabama, your threat of severe storms from the first round is going to be Friday evening, which is tonight, from 11 p.m. until 7 a.m. on Friday. And if you are in the western portions of Alabama, for Hamilton, Jasper, Fayette, Tuscaloosa, or Demopolis, your threat is 11 p.m. until 7 a.m., and you can expect tornadoes, damaging winds up to 60, and quarter-sized hail with this threat. And if you are along the 65 corridor, which runs from Birmingham to Clinton to Montgomery, your threat is going to be midnight until 8 a.m. And then a lower threat with this first round is going to be over in East Alabama. And you can see down there for Auburn, Troy, and Eufaula, though for the first round, that is tonight, no threat is possible. So there, of course, once again, is the brand new high risk from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. And I do want to go over with you guys Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. And I do want to. And so I just had to make sure that everybody could hear me. Now, I do want to bring up something to your attention. And I'm going to go back over here to the chat because I do want to bring this up to you full screen. Not everybody knows where to go in the event of a tornado because we have people that come here that move here from different parts of the area. This is very important to know. No top floor rooms do not protect you. If you do not have a basement, move to the interior room near the center of your home with no windows. Make sure that you keep as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Move quickly to a basement and bring your emergency supply kit with you in the event that we have severe weather and tornadoes this evening. Now, exterior rooms, meaning the ones that are really close to the outside with windows, do not protect you in the event of a tornado. And no place outside is safe from a tornado. And let me also stress that if you live in a mobile home, you must have a plan to get out of your mobile home immediately when a tornado watch is issued. Because if you don't and you wait until a tornado warning is issued with these storms, because of the speed of these storms, it might be too late. And a lot, I would say 95% of the individuals that do die in tornadoes in the state of Mississippi and in the state of Alabama are because of people who will not leave a mobile home. So you must leave a mobile home in the event of a tornado event like this. So if you live in a mobile home, please do yourself a favor and have a plan to go to a sturdy shelter, a storm shelter, or a friend's house, and especially tomorrow with the magnitude of the severe weather that we could see in Mississippi and Alabama. And I do want to also stress that this evening's severe weather potential is going to be really, really rough. And a lot of people will be asleep during the time that the severe weather is going to come in. So please have multiple ways to receive warnings in the event we have tornado warnings during the middle of the night, saying 11 o'clock, midnight, 1 o'clock a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Make sure you have multiple ways of receiving warnings at that time, because that is going to be the most significant time for the time today. And then an even more significant threat is going to come during the daylight hours tomorrow in Mississippi and Alabama. So, once again, you need to make sure that you have multiple ways of receiving warnings for Mississippi from this afternoon into tonight, and then again during the day tomorrow. If you are in Alabama, it is going to be late tonight until tomorrow. So, guys, I will be doing more updates here as it warrants. Once again, I do not want to panic any of you guys, but this is going to be a pretty significant event tonight. And then again, tomorrow, I will be here providing severe weather coverage as needed on my social media pages of Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. So, guys, as soon as the first tornado warning is issued, I will be right here providing severe weather coverage with you guys to keep you guys safe out there. I will see you this evening and this afternoon. The first time a tornado warning is issued for Mississippi or Alabama, and we will get through this together. I will not leave you hanging, and I will tell you the straight of it, and I will get you through this. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Get all of your devices, your tablet, your cell phone, your computers, all of that charged right now in the event that we have severe storms that are coming in this afternoon, this evening, and then the main show is going to be tomorrow. I will be here on social media. If Facebook goes out, I will be on YouTube. If YouTube goes out, I will be on Twitter. If Twitter goes out, I will be on TikTok. I will be on multiple ways of you to watch me. So, guys, stay safe out there. Go through your tornado plans now and let everybody know when and where to go in the event of a tornado. I will be here watching things. The first time a tornado warning is issued, I will be right here on social media. Guys, be